Hello friends, I'm NK Singh and I'm from Netritva Foundation. Netritva Foundation is a channel on YouTube with an objective to spread the message of management and leadership among youths so that they can be good managers and good leaders in corporate and business world. And the purpose of today's video is to guide you how to write effective emails. Before we start learning about how to write good emails, let's understand the ingredients of verbal and written communication. So, ingredients of verbal communication happen to be body language, voice tone, modulation and pauses, and words. When I say verbal communication, in this example, I mean face-to-face verbal communication. Because when we talk to someone face to face, our body language plays the major role in conveying the message that we want to convey. The way we have eye to eye contact with the person, the way we move our hands and the facial expressions, the way we are standing or sitting, all these things play a major role in conveying the message that we want to convey in the form of our communication. So out of 100%, 55% your body language matters in conveying the message that you want to convey. The second important thing that matters in verbal communication, I mean face-to-face verbal communication, is voice tone, voice modulation, and pauses. There is a famous saying that it matters a lot what you say, but it matters too much how you say it. So your words matter a lot, but how you say it, what is the tone of your voice, what is the modulation of your voice, and how you are saying it, where you are making pauses, where you are uh, emphasizing, where you are stopping, it matters a lot. So 38% it matters the voice of your tone, modulation of your voice, and pauses. 7% your words matter. So looking at this ingredients of face-to-face verbal communication, you must have understood that you need to work very hard on your body language, your voice tone, voice modulation and pauses, and of course on your words. But in case of written communication, words play 100% role in conveying the message that you want to convey to your people. So you need to choose your word very carefully and you need to arrange them uh, at your level best so that your reader can understand you properly and can take you properly. So email is a very not very most preferred way of communication in today's corporate and business world. So if you master the skill of writing good emails, then your chances of success in winning customers, dealing with your colleagues or employees will be very high. So let's understand the three principles of email communication. The first principle is principle of 3 C's. Principle of 3 C's says that your email should be clear, it should so you need to write simple. There is a saying, don't write to impress, write to express. So whatever you write, make sure that it is simple and it is clear so that anybody can understand it. Second C is concise. You need to make sure that whatever you are writing, that is short, so that your email cannot be a burden for your reader. Last C is complete. make sure that you are covering everything. Whatever you want to convey, you are conveying in a clear, concise, but in a complete manner. Nothing should be left. The second principle is the principle of logical order. So you need to take care of the chronology while writing emails. Put the sequence of events in the order in which they occur so that your reader can make a great sense out of it, that how things happened. The next thing you need to take care is coherent order of ideas. If you are writing an email to express a couple of subjects or to explain couple of concepts, try to group them together so that your reader can uh, make a sense out of it, that with what subject or on what concept you are talking about. The last thing about logical order is importance. Start your email with the most important items. The next thing, the next principle you need to follow is writing lightly. So you need to follow 3R. Reduce repetitive words and the sentence size. Never write very long sentences. Next R is remove. Remove passive forms. Don't try to write passive forms. Reduce it with active verbs. So while writing emails, try to follow these three principles, and I assure you that your email will be very, very good, and your reader will appreciate you, and they will like reading your emails, and they will be responding you, and they will take action on your email. While learning about email writing techniques, let's try to understand the psychology of an email reader. We always tend to answer to the emails that are fastest to answer or process. So as a reader, whenever we receive email, we first look at the first few lines and take a decision whether we are going to answer it now or later. So make sure whenever you are writing email to someone, try to express your expectation out of the email from the reader in the very first paragraph so that your reader can take a decision and take action on the email. When we open email that is very long, our gut reaction is to close the email or come back to it later when we have more time. While reading email, whenever we get a very long email, we close it immediately and with a decision in our mind that when we will have more time, then we will read it and we will take action on that. But unfortunately, that free time and that long time never comes up, and as a result, that email is always not actioned. So as an email writer, we should never try to write long emails. When we receive email from someone wanting something from us, we instantly feel guarded and automatically want to say no, even if the offer will benefit us. So as an email writer, whenever we write something to someone and we ask something, it can be time, it can be money, it can be some other form of any favor. So make sure we are mentioning the benefit that the other person will have out of this exchange of favor, and that benefit should be mentioned in the very first paragraph so that the reader can sense his benefit while reading the very first paragraph of the email and can take action on your email. The last thing of the email psychology is whenever we read email, we keep asking ourselves, what is the point? Why this email has come to me? What the email sender is expecting out of me? So as an email writer, we need to take care of is, is that the purpose of the email is clearly mentioned in the very first paragraph of the email so that our reader doesn't need to struggle throughout the email just to understand what is the point. While ending, uh, there is a checklist that we need to take care before we send our email finally. We need to make sure that in the send to box, we are only keeping the people to whom we are directly addressing the email, and rest other people should be in CC. In other words, you can say that in to, we should only keep the person to whom we are expecting to take action. Rest others should be in CC. Subject line should be specific and contain only essential information. First paragraph should state the main point with an explanation in latter paragraph. The first paragraph of the email is very important. They should clearly explain the purpose of the email and the expectation the sender is having from the reader. Questions: limit to 2-3 questions per email. Never ask lots of questions while writing an email to someone. Lists: create list of possible items that require response from your reader. If you are asking question, if you are expecting some actions to be taken by your reader, then put them in the form of the list so that your reader can take action in a sequence. Font: avoid capitals, bolds, some fonts or colors that is difficult to read. While after checking all this, I will recommend that before you send your email, reread it once again, just to make sure that your email is clear, concise, and complete, and is without any error. Having said that, I would like to end this video here, and I hope this will be very effective to you. Thank you very much.